Hello, my dear friends. My greetings to you from India. Many thanks to Gloria for her invitation to read my poems. I will first read in Hindi and then the English translations done by myself. So, before I do that, I just want to say that I think that when you watch this, you will see my face a little twisted, sometimes like in a not so good mirror. And it's the Samsung phone that's doing it. This is just a friendly note from a poet. My Oppo is full and it's better. Probably it has 4 cameras, what pixels, God knows. Anyways, the poems, right? Just a little note there. It's called Morning a Total Smile. I first read the Hindi version. सुबह एक समूची मुस्कुराहट. सुबह उसके रंग में रंगी एक समूची मुस्कुराहट, सूरज और सूरजमुखी सी खिली मुस्कुराहट, जिसे आईने के सामने खड़े होकर मुस्कुराया भी जाए पुरसुकून धीमे धीमे, उसके रंग में रंगने की तरह किसी भी श्रृंगार से बेहतर. Morning a total smile. Morning, drenched, colored, dyed even in his color, in the color of love, turns into a big smile, effortlessly, organically, like sunshine spread out. Like smiling in the sun, a sunflower smile, blooming with thoughts of his love, can be smiled, looking into the mirror by oneself, with memories of his love, cherished, spreading slowly, immersing in his love, mild blush better than any makeup ever worn. The second poem is called सुनहले रंग का गीत. सुनहले रंग का जो एक बड़ा सा गीत फैला था खेतों में, घुटनों तक आ चुकी समान कद की फसलों में, सुनहले किसी गुंबद को मात कर रहा था उसका समतल विस्तार, एक ऊंची नीची बाली नहीं. सुनहरे रंग का जो एक लहरदार घुमावदार किनारीदार गीत फैला था खेतों में, गुनगुनाने को उसे सखी चलो मेरे साथ मकई के भी बालों में सखी. The golden colored song, that long melodious golden colored song that so heartily spread out in the fields in the even symmetrical crops, now reaching our knees lovingly, perhaps is looking prettier than the golden dome of any building, any facade, touching the horizon in such a magnificent gesture. The wheat field, with not a single stalk standing taller or shorter, humming, nodding, swaying its heads gently, creating ripples, waves with the wind. Each time it turns into a breeze, this sweet, satisfying melody with bends and curves in the way and a border neatly etched along, still awaits us. Come, my friends, let's sing that golden song, even in the gold-haired fields of corn. The third poem is called Kavita Ka Naksha. कविता का अपना एक रोमान तो होता ही है, अपना एक नक्शा भी होता है. वह जाने किन पहाड़ों पठारों से होती हुई लांघती सारी राजनैतिक सीमाएं, अक्सर किसी नदी नहीं तो सूख रहे या भर दिए जा रहे जलाशय पर आ टिकती है. नदियों के तलछट का भी अपना एक रोना है, उसमें नदियों का होना तो है पर बहुत कुछ का खोना भी, और इस रुदन में अपना एक कंपन होता है, कारण और वजूद भी. और इस तरह एक पूरा नक्शा होता है कविता का, और अचानक तात्कालिक शहर के नक्शे के उस पर उतारे जाने से रूट कर जंगलों में चली जाती है कविता. The Map of Poetry, and this poem won the second prize in the Galateo competition in Italy in 2021. Poetry almost always has a romantic element, also has a map passing through strange, innumerable mountains, plateaus, crossing boundaries politically created. It often comes to sit by a river drying up or a pond being filled. There is a separate cry about the river bed, in which the river is inevitably present, but so is the loss of so much beauty around. And this cry, this scream has its own vibrations, reasons, and persona, and thus comes into being a neat map of poetry. And behold, with the sudden imposition of towns dilapidating like my own, poetry is sulking away, walking calmly into the tranquility of the forests. And now, another poem titled Tandav. Tandav is actually one of the dances, the dance of destruction that one of the Hindu gods, supposedly according to the Hindu mythology or religion, however you like it. I am very secular, but I'm hugely fascinated by the history of the church as well, and I think that is what I'm ultimately going to specialize in. But what I'm trying to say is that mythologies interest me hugely. And religion, I think, is also a part of it. So Tandav is the dance of destruction, which one of the gods that make the Holy Trinity, according to the Hindu mythology, dance. So his name is Lord Shiva. Tandav. समुद्र आज चांद का प्रतिबिंब था और चांद मुझसे दूर. समुद्र उचक उचक कर आ रहा था मेरी जिंदगी की खाली जगह में. समुद्र मेरी बाह पकड़कर खींचे लिए जा रहा था मेरे पैरों के नीचे की मिट्टी परे धकेलता व मुझे गोद में उठाए लिए जा रहा था. गुरुत्वाकर्षण से गहरा सम्मोहन मुझ पर उतारता समुद्र एक खौफनाक पुरुष था. The ocean on a full moon night. And it's beautiful. I've just had a few trips to the ocean. The ocean today was a reflection of the moon. And the moon itself, so far away, the ocean leapt up with each wave and tide into the empty spaces of my life. Catching hold of me by my arm, the ocean pulled me, dragged me away with itself, pushing the ground beneath my feet. Beyond, picking me up in its lap, cuddling fondly, mesmerizing with an attraction deeper, more powerful than gravity. The ocean was an intimidating, scary man. Second poem from this ocean series, मछुआरे और समुद्र का रक्त स्नान. मछुआरे भी इस बीच खूब रहे सुर्खियों में, अदला बदली हुई उनकी देशों के बीच. जहाँ कहीं समुद्र के सीने पर थी सरहद, नहाया भी समुद्र खून में उनके, तब भी जब कोई तूफान नहीं लेकर आई थी हवा. The fishermen and the ocean's bloodbath. The fishermen suddenly surfaced in the headlines. Those quietly fishing the waters for world's food came in news, were exchanged between nations wherever the border ran across the breast of the ocean, bifurcating strictly people from people, spilling blood on water, bathing the ocean red, bathing the ocean in blood. The ocean had a bloodbath even when there was no storm, no fury in the wind. And now the poem titled Nadi Kinaron Ke Bhapsi, and I will read the Hindi version from my 5th collection of poems called Gitil Ratein. शब्दों के अद्भुत वितान में, असीम अंबार में, विस्तार में, अनंत आकार में, रूप निराकार में, जैसे बसती है ढेरों खुमारी. गर्म प्रदेशों की विशाल नदियों के किनारों की भाप सी, जंगल के धुंध सी, सपनीली खुमारी. हो जाना उसी का बाशिंदा बस जाना वहीं कि हो नहीं ठौर कोई और कि कहाँ जाए कोई. like the misty vapors of river banks. In the wonderful canopy of the words, in their endless reservoir, expanse, borderless shapes, tangible forms, resides a power hypnotizing, transporting, uplifting, like the mist-filled vapors arising from river banks, river beds of tropical lands, like the forest fog, a dreamy trance, becoming slowly an inhabitant of that fabled land. Living permanently in those marshes, like those marshes alone, like nowhere else to go. For only words can fulfill, only words can save the world. And by words, I don't mean that there shouldn't be deeds, but in order for those deeds to happen, the idea should be there, and the idea is expressed in words. So that is what I mean. And now I think I am going to read the second last poem of the series of this presentation of mine. It is called Dragon Dance on a Rainy Evening. Dragon Dance on a Rainy Evening. It's from my third collection called Pratyancha. I hope you can see it. And the Hindi title is बारिश के दिन की गोधूली और ड्रैगन नृत्य. कितने ज़रा से में बन जाता है जंगल, कितने ज़रा से में बन जाता है जंगल. एक बीजू आम की कलसी और ज़मीरी नींबू एक कागज़ी की बढ़ती डालों पर चिर यौवना मालती लता के घुमाव में गिरते पानी के नीचे अभी अभी देखा है मैंने एक जोड़ा जंगली गिरगिट के प्रणय नृत्य को. प्रणय युद्ध में बदलकर वापस उसी नृत्य में बदलते और हरे के घनेपन के इर्द गिर्द होती ही हैं कुछ पत्रहीन शाखें, कुछ कम पत्तों वाली, और डंठल दर डंठल आप उसे उतरते चढ़ते देख सकते थे. सीढ़ियाँ चढ़ने की कुशल चाल सा था उसका झुरमुट से निकलकर लचीली मालती पर डोलना. जरा सी दूरी के चुंबकीय आकर्षण में, जरा सी दूरी के चुंबकीय आकर्षण में बंधा चार पंजों वाला वह प्रेमी युगल. मनमत्त था बारिश की हवा में उसके विषैले नाखून जो इंसानी खाल को खरोंच कर जान ले सकते थे. थाम रहे थे कसकर पत्तों की किनारी. वह बल खा रहा था, पलट रहा था, नाच रहा था. उसके भीतर का जहर भी और पैदा करने को जहरीले गिरगिट. और मैं देख रही थी उसे मंत्रमुग्ध जड़वत, जैसे इंडोनेशिया के कोमोडो ड्रैगन की हलचल देखी हो अपने ही फाटक पर. अमूमन शांत रहने वाला वह विशालकाय जीव प्रसिद्ध है अपनी जरा सी हरकत के लिए, और यहाँ समूचा नृत्य था सुरीला, जहरीला, इतना प्रचंड कि गिरने गिरने को थी मादा, जिसे थी मेरी सारी शुभेच्छाएं उसके बच्चे काट खाएं, सारे कीट पतंग. फतिंगे जो घुस आते हैं घर के भीतर नाचते हैं हर जलते बल्ब के ऊपर. बड़ी विभत्स होगी यह सृष्टि अगर वह होगी फतिंगे और गिरगिट की शिकार गाथा. लेकिन सब कुछ झिंगुर नहीं होता जो डुबो देते हैं अंधेरे को अपने संगीत में. This is about darkness. It's getting to evening, it's getting to dusk time, and I kind of wanted to enjoy that with you reading this poem. And slowly the sound will start of the cricket. सब कुछ झिंगुर नहीं होता जो डुबो देते हैं अंधेरे को अपने संगीत में, लपेट लेते हैं घर को अपने गीत में, और हो गए हैं कुछ चुप से बादलों के बोलने के बाद से. कितने परदेसी हैं हम अपनी ही जन्मजात जगहों में, कितने परदेसी हैं हम अपनी ही जन्मजात जगहों में. झिंगुर की झंकार का इंतज़ार करते अनजाने उसके बसने उसके भ्रमण की आदतों से, जबकि बुनछेक में लौट आए हैं कितने पक्षी. सबसे पहले बोला है पंडुक और कितने किस्मों की बजी है. चहचहाहट बज रही है घिरते अंधेरे में. बारिश के बाद की गोधूली में हमेशा ही होता है चिड़ियों का गान. बारिश के बाद की गोधूली में हमेशा ही होता है चिड़ियों का गान, जाने कहाँ है उनका बसेरा, कितने कम दिखते हैं घोंसले, छान भी लेने पर हरियाली के झुरमुट, फिर ये कहाँ की तैयारी है यहाँ रोज आने वाले खगों की, भीगे हुए फूल से शाम का आखिरी मधुपान कर गई है सबसे छोटी हमिंग बर्ड सी चिड़िया, गुलाबी सी रोशनी के रात में विलय से पहले लौट आए हैं झिंगुर। And here is the English translation. Dragon dance on a rainy evening. Amazing how little foliage can create a forest. And now you will enjoy this twilight zone with me. Complete with creatures wild and unknown on the tangled branches of two kinds of mangoes, lime and lemon, where the ever youthful jasmine flower creeps to bloom in crevices under the falling rain, I have seen a pair of chameleons dance a riveting mating dance. Have seen it turn from a foreplay to a quarrelsome, fearsome thing more worse than a lover's quarrel. Have seen it turn from a foreplay to a quarrel more fearsome than a lover's quarrel, only to turn back into the same entangled, entwined, rhythmical dance of lust and power. There always are a few bare branches. Amid and around the leafy shrub, part of it, some with fewer leaves, inviting branches, and precisely on them you could see the duo climb up and down with the finesse, the dexterity of stair climbing. Amazing was the act of appearance, disappearance. Now into the leaves and out of it, dangling on the creeper of jasmine, hanging now in grip again, clinging to each other in a magnetic attraction, now far apart, together again, stuck on to each other's sharp claws. The loving couple enjoyed the rain. Its poisoned nails, which could have torn my flesh or even yours, held each other in magic embrace, devoured the leaves in each other, the duet complete with strange moves, twists, abrupt, snake-like dance. Dancing along was its venom inside, eagerly leaping up to create, procreate more of its kind, dangerous, venomous. Was it a chameleon, a garden lizard, or a species unknown, with horns on its spines? I watched, mesmerized, rooted to my spot, like watching the mating rituals of the dragon Komodo in my own garden by my own gates. While the giant dragon, infamous for its lethargy, attracts viewers for precisely that reason, people wait to watch it flex its limbs. Here was a melodious treat of flesh and blood swaying to the primeval musical tone. Dance of life and death so fierce, each overpowering the other. One was about to trip and fall, must have been the female. I guessed and wished her well. May she deliver baby dragons to clean up this earth. Eat up the insects barging in with a flicker of light dancing over each lit up bulb. This earth will turn into an ugly, repulsive planet. The everyday written story of nature will lose its shimmer if it was to become the hunting tale of the insect and the lizard. But my dears, everything around is not the cricket song which drowns the darkness and its voice divine wraps the house and the night in its trance and is increasingly becoming rare. Since the clouds spoke and the downpour began, I'm overwhelmed with my foreignness. In my own native land, how little do I know when the cricket migrates or even the birds eagerly await that deafening sound, cricket season or not, all around. And behold, in the little break between the rain, birds of God knows what types have returned. It's precisely the time of dusk when they say the cows return from pastures. That the birds sing the loudest, don't know where they live, can't see their nest, one still feeds on the rain-soaked flower as the pink light dissolves into night. Oh dear, the cricket is singing. Thank you so much.